Alright, everybody. It's Saturday once again, and here's what we are working on. We are trying to get the new fuel tank for the afterburner kind of fit in here somehow by miracle. I didn't do all my measurements, so what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to finagle this fairing around a little bit so I can get the front end of the tank up a little bit, because it's sitting a little closer to the ground than I'd like it to be. I can always kind of shim and modify this fairing as I need. And so here's what we're gonna do. There's a little threaded stud here. I think that's where that little oil tank that was mounted in here, I think that was mounted on here. I think I'm gonna knock that stud off, and I've got a nice little piece of sheet metal. It'll give me like a little floor that I can maybe mount the tank on. That'll protect the tank from getting hit, hopefully. I just realized the seat says it's an extra large, and I'm gonna call BS on that, because that seat is kind of tight, and I'm not a very big guy. So, anywho's, all right, we'll come back to that. I'm gonna take this fairing off so I can work with it a little bit easier. But at least I'm trying to get an idea what I'm up against. Oh. Let's see. What else are we working on today? I'm gonna try to bleed the brakes. Instead of spending like 80 hundo bazillion dollars on a brake bleeder kit for these go-karts, I found out what the thread size is going into the master cylinder, and I got a pipe nipple for it, so I can thread that into the master cylinder. Got a little bit of hose, and I found out one of those little Semco kits, it makes as a perfect little reservoir. So what I can do is we'll thread this into the master cylinder. I'll probably hang this up on like the steering wheel, and then we can fill the reservoir with some .5 brake fluid, and I can come back here, I can crack open that bleeder valve, we'll pump the brakes a little bit, and see if we can get any air out of the line, see if we can get that brake caliper to come around. The fronts work, I'm just not getting anything out of the rear. Let's see what else. At some point today, I would like to find a place to install fuel manifold or a fuel rail. So what's going to happen is pressurized fuel coming from the tank will come in this side and then get dispersed. These are 1/8 inch NPT fittings. And then when we have that afterburner attached here, I'm going to have individual tubes running to each fuel nozzle. So I thought that was pretty cool. We'll find a place to attach this. I was thinking I'm gonna have to make a custom mounting plate for it, because I realized, I'll see if I can get you guys in here. There's already on this frame here, there's these little mounting tabs. I was thinking of just running a piece of plate metal off of that, and then I can attach this fuel rail maybe to that, and probably have to go somewhere in here like that. So problem is I'm gonna have to keep her kind of tucked up tight, because here's another idea I want. I'd like to have a parachute on this thing. The problem is the parachute canister is going to have to sit down in here pretty close to the ground. So I've been doing some different measurements. I had a 3.5-inch piece of pipe, which I think I have in the back of the truck here. Yes, somewhere. Buried under all this crap. So believe it or not, there's a parachute already shoved up in here. Now what I was doing was taking some measurements. I've only got, I think, just 6 inches or so to play with before you kind of interact with that rear axle. And I was trying to see how much space is required to pack that parachute in here, and it's all the way up in here. So I got some playing around to do with that. Ideally I was trying to like use this old thermos. We can cut the lid off this thermos, and then I could use that as my canister, tuck it up in here, but I don't think it's big enough to pack all that parachute in there. So that's a project probably for another day, but just trying to squeeze as much work as I can out of a pretty day. It's been dookie all week. I'd like to try to make some headway on this thing. I do have, I'm sure you guys probably saw it in a previous video, I made the new ignition box. That I'd like to get that mounted today. Be nice if I could get it wired up as well. And I gotta find a place to mount the ignition coil, get that wired up. Oh Lord, what else? Possibly find a place to mount or figure out where I'm going to put the CO2 tank to pressurizes the afterburner fuel tank. Gotta figure out where all this stuff's gonna go. But anyway, yeah, I got a whole box of stuff I'm gonna be working on today. So first things first, I'm gonna pop that fairing off, and we'll try to get this tank mounted. Alright, so I got a little bit of work done today. So I was able to fabricate a little floor so I have a place to mount the tank. And it's not exactly what I had envisioned. I planned on having the tank a little bit further to the right, and then I'd have like a little space in between the seat and the tank. I could run the solenoid and the little bit of the plumbing, run the plumbing back to where the afterburner is going to be. I ran into some issues with fitment, and I forgot there's the go-kart frame runs under there, so that's where the tank has to go. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So the fairing just needs a little bit of trimming, and it'll actually just kind of wrap around the tank. It doesn't look terrible. It's just not exactly what I wanted. I really wanted the tank like fully covered by the fairing, but it is what it is. What else did I get done? I got a little bit of the fuel stuff installed. So this is going to be like a fuel rail. The pressurized fuel from the tank comes into here, and then there's four, I think they're 1/8 inch NPTs, and then from here there's going to be the plumbing that goes to the spray nozzles on the afterburner. Again, this didn't work out as I had envisioned, because the inlet has to be on this side, only because the throttle mechanism is in the way on that side. But it is what it is. I may or may not be able to get the ignitionlator box installed tonight, only because the sun is about to disappear behind the trees here, and it's probably going to get pretty chilly pretty quick. I did try to bleed the brakes. Surprisingly, that janky little tool I made, let's find this. I found out what the thread size in the calipers are, an M10 by 1 millimeter, and I was able to order that thread fitting, or that fitting in a pipe nipple. Got a little piece of tubing and a Semco canister as a reservoir, and I had it velcroed up to the steering wheel, and it actually worked. I was able to save myself about 80 bucks making that little piece of crap. That worked. However, bleeding the brakes did not work. Front brakes are definitely working because they are locked up tighter than county jail right now. Rear brakes, on the other hand, not so good. I had an assistant pumping the brakes. I was opening and closing the bleeder valves. I was able to get a little bit of juice out of one caliper on one side, but the other side I wasn't really getting anything out of it. And then upon further investigation, I really don't think the master cylinder for the rear brakes is working like it should. And I'm going to do a little more investigating just to confirm that. And I took the calipers off in the back because I thought maybe the calipers might have been seized up. I mean, they are relatively new calipers. At least they appear to be. We're not getting anything out of them. There's zero movement, equal to or less than zero movement. And I tried bleeding them. I'm not getting anything out of them. So that's gonna be an ongoing project. But that's where we are. I'm trying to think of what I was gonna do tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna put the rear calipers all back together. I'll keep dicking around with the brakes to see what the dealio is. I don't know if calipers are stuck or if the master cylinder's not working. I'll finish that fairing. I might as soon as I go in tonight, I'll probably trim that fairing and give her a test fit. I'll probably throw that back on maybe tomorrow. I'd like to get all the fittings and stuff. Everything's just kind of temp installed. All the fittings are gonna have to come back off, sealed up and reinstalled. And, trying to think what I can do maybe tomorrow is try to figure out where I'm going to install like the CO2 bottles or bottle for pressurizing fuel tank. I was thinking there's a nice little pocket right behind the cowling there. We'll figure something out. Another thing I want to do, I'd like to make a floor down in there. I don't want Debrisk to be able to fly up in here and get into the intake for the engine. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start designing like a floor, something to kind of mitigate some FOD ingestion. And I noticed this the fuel hose coming up to the boost pump, it's old and it's very hard, and I got a feeling it's going to get very brittle soon. I'm going to go ahead and replace that. I'll pop that off, take a measurement of how much I need. I'm probably just going to do I might do stainless braided hose. I don't know if I don't have a whole lot left. That would probably, I could make it like a -6. This would be like a -4. So I could make it all -4, which I may or may not have. I have to go look in the inventory. Or I could just order the hard line. I could make it all hard line again, like I did the old go-kart. I got some of those fittings. I don't have the tubing. I'd have to order some. Anyway, I think that's where we're at for tonight. I'm hungry, and I think I've done just about everything I can for today.